Welcome to Genshin Apprentice. I am Suhi, and the point of the series is to help break down the fundamental basics of the different elements in this game that is helpful for beginners. The first episode we're going to do is we're going to look at the map and just navigating the map of Teyvat. Just the very basics, going over everything a little bit more in detail than maybe what you saw in the instructions. Especially for those who skip the instructions and don't want to look at the blogs. This is just breaking down with visual assistance what all of the different things like waypoints and, Statue of the Sevens and etc. mean. When you first start the game, you will be in an area called Mondstadt, and you can press M to access the map, or if you just see right up there above, that's the mini map. But if you press M, you expand the map, and then you will get a snapshot of the area that you're around. I'm not going to expand further than this because I don't want there to be spoilers. But yeah, this first area is called Mondstadt, and when you start the game, you will notice two crucial things about understanding the map. One is going to be a waypoint, which are going to be these right here, the teleport waypoints, and you unlock them as you go. They first look like red small pillars, and then as you unlock them, they turn blue. And so those are points that you can access just to, teleport through different areas so you don't have to run and walk everywhere. You can choose to do that as you explore, and that's totally fine. But this just makes the whole gameplay quicker. It'll take a lot longer to walk everywhere. Walking around helps you explore the area, find hidden chests, farm and such. But typically people use these waypoints as they start progressing in the game. These larger points over here, you can also use those as teleport points, but they are known as the Statue of the Seven. And these statues are going to unlock larger areas that you can actually see on the map. So they'll probably start out first the map will start out very shadow heavy, and as you unlock these larger Statue of the Seven, then it will illuminate a portion of the map that gives you more space to explore. These Statue of the Seven, they're going to look different depending on which region you are in. Each region has an Archon, and each Archon has an element, and so on. And so for Mondstadt, you will find a different Statue of the Seven than you will in the other regions that you will explore in this game. Another interesting thing about the Statue of the Seven is that they are healing points. So they are timed healers. Typically, you probably won't need to heal that much of where you're going to run out of any healing power, so don't worry about that for now. We can go over healing in another episode. But yeah, you want to just access these Statue of the Seven and then hover around the Statue of the Seven in order to get fully healed if you need it. This is especially helpful if early game you don't have a healer, or it's just a quicker way to heal. And if you have access to one quickly, I would highly recommend going there. Something to note about these teleport waypoints is as you unlock them, you get little benefits. So you get some adventure XP, you get primo gems. So yeah, you definitely early game try to get as many waypoints as possible and get them unlocked because it'll make the rest of the gameplay much easier. And it's also just a lot of fun to get to explore the area. So this is not the same for everybody, but what I personally like to do is when I get to a new area, I really like to go ahead and unlock these waypoints. So before continuing on the Archon quest, and it just gave me an excuse to just kind of explore and get to understand the area, find out its charms, listen to the music because the music differs per region, and also just be more familiar with the area before I start taking on the quests there. I really like to play immersively, so I really like to and you don't have to play this way, but I like to feel comfortable in an area before I start doing the really scary stuff or the stuff that'll be a little more challenging. That's part of the biggest draws of this game for me is exploration. So getting to familiarize yourself with the map and the flora and the landscape is really, really fun part. So yeah, let's go ahead and we can check it out. So I won't go too far. So currently, when you start out at Mondstadt, you're going to have two waypoints that are accessible to you in this central area. So this is probably the one you're going to use the most. So you click it and it teleports you there. And there it is. And it's blue. Before you unlock it, it'll be red. And you can walk around. I'm I'm Sucrose right now because she's a Mondstadt character and it took me forever to get her for no reason at all. But yeah, before we actually exit this area, there's one more waypoint. And this one was so difficult for me to unlock because I didn't have stamina. And we'll go over what stamina means in a different episode. But it's the same thing as in real life. Like stamina is how much energy can you expend without, you know, fully collapsing. And you'll understand why. This one was a little tough to get. So we're teleporting there and we are on top of a building. And to climb, it takes stamina.
I just need a moment to quickly take down some notes.
But I was so proud when I reached this point. And so this is gonna take you to kind of like near the top of this central Mondstadt area where the giant statue is. Yeah, it's like, so it depends on where you want to go. If you want to access, so let's access the map again. If you want to access any of this upper area, or if you want to jump on one of these buildings and start from a higher vantage point, you can go here. Or if you want to be like in the center of the town, you could be over here. Let me show you let me show you a little bit about what I mean by these waypoints kind of having their own personalities and how it is, you know, part of the fun is, you know, exploring. So yeah, the first one you're probably going to unlock once you exit this first Mondstadt area is going to be the one right on the other side of the bridge. And this is the view and it's incredible. And then that's where you just came from over there. And the teleport waypoints are, yep, here it is. That's what they look like. Typically when you go to a different waypoint, a different song starts, which is really nice. Here's another one. So let's go to Starfell Lake. And this one is a Statue of the Seven. And it'll say right up there. And then I'll tell you, it's a Statue of the Seven for the Anemo god, Anemo Archon. So you'll teleport there and then you'll see that these look a little bit different. So, and they won't put you right next to it. So say you need to heal, because the Statue of the Seven will help you heal. You need to get a little close to it and hover near the area. But if you take a look at the Statue of the Seven, they look very different. Like it's a statue, it's bigger at the top. And like I said, every statue is different depending on the region. This is the Anemo one in Mondstadt. Let's go to another waypoint with different kind of vibe. And I won't do too many. I just will do like one more, just so you can get the vibe difference. Let's go to the one in Dawn Winery. This will also be a Statue of the Seven. And I want you to explore on your own. And part of the fun is seeing the vantage points from. Oh, this is not. Of course, it's raining. Of course, it's raining. Anyway, but you hear the music that changes once you teleport. Every section has a different soundtrack, and I'm a big, huge music OST gamer. With exploration is just chef's kiss, and Genshin Impact does an incredible job with that. Let's head back to the main portion, our main area in Mondstadt.
The sun is already
so
out?
You'll hear the old song that was playing at Dawn Winery. Yep, and then it changes back to the regular Mondstadt song. Okay, and talking about maps, there's one more thing that I want to show you. And we'll go over what domains are a little bit more in detail later. Domains are areas, just as like a TLDR, very quick intro. Domains are areas of where you enter to start battle, and you start a battle and you win certain items that help your characters or weapons level up. And so that you don't have to worry about right now when just getting to know the maps. We're gonna only talk about domains in the frame of teleporting and movement. So here's an example of a domain. This is like the first one right outside of the main Mondstadt area. It's probably the first one you're going to encounter, I believe. And so in order to unlock them, so you have every teleport waypoint, they won't be available to you. Like you have to go and physically lock them. And buildings will look like these, and these are called domains. And so once you, like say you're just exploring and then you encounter it, this will look red. Like instead of the blue, and that's the same as the waypoints, right? The teleport waypoints. So you want to go up to it, and then you're going to open it, and it's going to unlock it, and it'll go from red to blue. Now, you don't actually have to, this is what it'll look like when you unlock it, and now it's open. You don't have to actually start the battle at the moment you unlock. That's really important. You can go back and decide to do this battle another time. However, right now it's like you can just unlock it just to be able to access that point as a teleport point on the map. So now after you unlock it, say it was red and now it's blue, if you look at the map, you will see this right here. It's a square. And then it'll look just like this on the map, and you can teleport there as well. So here's one more thing that you can do in like, and you don't have to worry about this until way later in the game. You actually have to unlock this recipe through some reputation quests. Reputation quests we could talk about later, but very quick intro to what a reputation quest is every region you visit, there is a list of quests and achievements that you have to do in that region, which then gives you benefits. So the more time you spend, the more action you do, the more specific quests you do, they give you benefits. And so one of the benefits that you'll unlock in a reputation quest is called a portable waypoint. So, okay, Margaret, ma'am, you are in the way. So let's craft. So yeah, it's gonna look like this, and I've already unlocked it. It's gonna take you quite a while, so just, you know, you should really focus on unlocking existing waypoints. But yeah, a portable waypoint is something like this, and so you can only have one exist in the world, and you can create a temporary waypoint. And so these temporary waypoints, they have an X amount of days that they're able to be used, and they have different requirements, like you need to farm some of these items in order to craft one. So let's craft one. I'm gonna craft one. Cool, and then I'll just have that in my bag in case I need it. These are particularly helpful when you are in a point, so like let's not going too far, but let's say it's like right here, and let's say there was like a really weird point of where it's like right on the side of a cliff or something, and it's just, you know, it's difficult to access, and you don't want to do that every time in order to farm materials there, right? Let's say you needed a specific flower and it was always at a certain hill, and then, you know what, I'll like show you what that is. Like, for example, Star Snatch Cliff in Mondstadt, they're right here. This is a pin that I personally draw because there's a flower that is over there that I need to farm in order to access the characters. And I'll go over what farming is at another time, but basically I need to go and pick them up, right? And the easiest way to get there is through here and here, and it's still quite far uphill, and there's some climbing. And so if you don't want to do that and you want to make it quicker, you could essentially just drop a portable waypoint right there. Let's say we want to, and you know what, another thing that I can tell you about the map that's really helpful is, say you have something that you want to access, you can actually navigate to it. Say there's like an item and you drop a custom pin of where you know that's a location where you need, it's like a special location for you and you want to get there, you can press navigate. And now it'll show this little symbol, and then you can go back to your mini map, and it'll appear right above in the mini map, and it'll tell you what direction you're going in. It'll just point you in the general direction over there. So if you look all the way at the top over there, at the edge of that cliff is where we're going. And this is what you have to do every single time. Let me swap over, actually, for the sake of time. This is my Ayaka. She's my favorite. She has a special ability of where she can move overworld very quickly using stamina. And so it just like saves you a bunch of time. And also there's battle benefits, but I think in terms of like navigating the map, this is really, really convenient. There's a couple characters who do this, so yeah, my camera is back up. So let's continue heading over to where these flowers are. We're almost there. Okay, so we're almost there, but you see how this takes a really long time, and imagine having to do this every single time. So you don't want to do that. So here we are. We're almost there. Here we are. Here are the flowers. Here's a map. Okay, we're picking up the Cecilias, but before we do that, what we want to do is put a portable item, right? Portable waypoint. So you can go to your inventory, and then where are they? You're right there. There's a portable waypoint. You want to use it. Boom. And then now you have a portable waypoint. And it'll be here. And look how beautiful the scenery is. It'll be here for a while. But yeah, now you have one. And if you look at the map, so we're right on top of it. So first you want to make sure that if you're done with something, you want to cancel the navigation. Otherwise it's going to stay on your mini map. And to me, it just drives me kind of nuts. So let's head over back to Starfell Lake and then we'll look at the map and I'll show you how those look. Those portable waypoints look a little different from the others. So you see it's blue. That's the portable waypoint and that's going to be different from a permanent waypoint of the game. This again will not be available to you early on, but this is just something to keep in mind that like if you work and grind towards it, you can unlock a portable waypoint and it'll make the quality of life for your game just so much easier. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. The map of Teyvat can be really, really overwhelming. There are lots of regions, lots of waypoints, lots of domains, lots of Statue of the Sun. There's just a lot. And you don't need to get overwhelmed at first. You just have to approach the map as steps in your exploration. And so where you start, you just want to start branching out from where you begin and then start unlocking these waypoints. And as you do so, you'll find yourself fully immersed in the area and just it's a really great way to get to know the game and get to know the music, which is incredible. And yeah, once you unlock them, it'll be much easier to navigate without getting, you know, running into battles that you're not ready for, etc. So yeah, I hope this was helpful and I'll see you in the next one. If you have any questions about the map that I did not address here, please feel free to drop it in the comments. I'll see you next time. Bye.